I'm gonna show you 5 altcoins that are expected to make 30x gain, and together we'll make up a crypto portfolio on which we'll multiply our money 30 times by the end of this year. Let's say we have $10,000. I will allocate $5,000 to buy these 5 altcoins that I'll show you, and I'll save the remaining $5K for future investments. Let's start with the fundamental asset, ICP token, which I expect to grow tremendously. This is a Tier 1 project that came out in the last bull market and dropped by more than 99%. But don't worry, the best funds such as Multicoin Capital, A16Z, Sequoia Capital, Polychain invested $167 million in ICP. Many people think that this is an old project and funds have forgotten about its existence because the previous round of investment was in 2018. But it's not the case here. If we look at the profit of investors, we see that there's almost no profit. Those who invested in the pre-sale round have only 3x gain at current prices, and those from strategic round have only 6x's. And for venture capital crypto investments, this is a measly result. Despite the fact that in these 2 rounds they attracted 163 million, and this is 98% of all the investments. And during the previous bull market, they couldn't sell all the tokens because there was vesting. On the chart, we can see that the token price was only dropping and there was no sideways whatsoever where big players could fix the profit. So how much do I expect ICP to grow? So have a look. Token was in the accumulation zone for 1.5 years in the range of $3–8. Whereas we found out, the funds didn't make even 2x profit. It's logical that they didn't sell the tokens at loss, but on the contrary, they bought out tokens to control the entire emission and then manipulate the price and so that no one can interfere with the growth by selling a large volume of tokens. Now the token price has increased 5 times from the minimum values and trades in a range of $11–15. And this sideways movement is not a distribution where funds sell their tokens since their profit now is too small. To realize how much we can earn on the altcoin, we need to check its capitalization. We see that almost all tokens are unlocked, and the full capitalization, which is if all the project's tokens will be in the market right now, is $6.5 billion. I assume that this bull market will be at least twice as big as the previous one. Therefore, I assume that the capitalization of ICP can reach $100 billion because all tokens are controlled by funds and they can manipulate the price at will. I expect ICP to make from 20x gain from current values, but I don't plan to buy ICP right now with all the money. I want to get a better average price. Since the bull market should take place in the fall, I'm gonna allocate $1,000 for ICP token. I will invest $400 in ICP right now, that's 40%, and then I'll be buying $100 worth of ICP every month for the next 6 months. That's gonna be 10%, and this way I'll get the best average price of the token since the market correction is likely to happen in the next couple of months, and this way I plan to have an average purchase price of $7 for ICP token. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. The next altcoin is SUI. I'm gonna allocate 10% of our capital for SUI, that's $1,000. We can say for sure that the next bull market's drive will be Layer 1 and Layer 2 solutions. SUI is a top Layer 1 project with a very rapidly growing ecosystem. We can clearly see how the TVL of the project is growing, which is more than 625 million. And also there are many protocols coming out on the SUI ecosystem. I plan not just to hold SUI, but to earn 20% per annum. For this, we can use top 2 lending protocols for diversification such as Navi and Scalab. I'll send 50% of SUI tokens to each protocol, so for lending our tokens, we'll get from 20% per annum in SUI tokens. If we look at the tokenomics of SUI, we can see that the project has raised $350 million in investments from funds such as A16Z, Binance Labs, Coinbase Ventures. The average purchase price of funds is about $0.1, but we shouldn't forget that SUI has a large capitalization of $18.5 billion. Although now there are only about 12% of the tokens in the market circulation, but the project has a gradual unlocking of coins until 2030. On the chart, we can see that SUI has grown 5 times from its lows. And we can see how in the last days, the SUI price was going up while the whole market was going down. I expect that the token may rise to $2.5 in the near future, but then there'll be a correction. So I'm gonna allocate 20% from 1K for buying the token right now, and then I'll buy more SUI every month during the next 6 months, spending around 13%, and I plan to get the average purchase price in the range of 0.8, 0.6, and from these values, I expect to see at least 25x pump. If you want to see more of my investments in real time, be sure to subscribe to my Telegram channel, where I show you all my trades. The link is down below. The next token is Meme Coin. This is a personal Binance project. If we check its investors, we'll see that only Binance Labs invested in this project. The token held IDO and went public at the end of 2023, and we can see that now the price is in a sideways trend where large players are buying back the tokens that were gave out on IDO. It's important to realize that this is the major Binance project, which means that Binance itself is the only one who owns the entire issue and can manipulate the price at will. The capitalization of the project is not large. If all the tokens will be in the market now, the capitalization would be 2.5 billion. Also, it should be understood that this is not just a meme token, but it's developing as a project. For example, you can send your meme tokens to staking, and as a reward, you get tokens of those projects that come out on meme land. To do this, go to Meme Land and send our tokens to staking. Now I want to buy $400 worth of meme and send $200 to staking, in order to get new tokens as the reward that will be released in Meme Land, as most of the projects will be released in the next few months, because as I said, the bull market is expected to happen in the fall. And I keep $200 in the wallet now just in case the token will grow in short term. And during the next 6 months, I'm gonna spend 10% every month on buying meme. I'm planning to get the average purchase price at $0.015, and in the bull market, I expect this project to make at least 35x gain. And also a lot of projects are gonna come out on meme, and thanks to staking, I expect to earn big on this project. For diversification, I want to add XRP to my portfolio. This is a rather heavy asset that has a large capitalization, but you need to realize that this is one of the only crypto projects that has application in the real world. Its value is that it's used as a way of money transfer that provides its services for more than 10 years and has never been hacked. Top funds such as A16Z, Google Ventures, Pantera Capital, and others have invested $290 million in XRP, but it should be understood that more than 50% of all tokens are controlled by Ripple itself, and this gives the opportunity to manipulate the price at will. Now the full capitalization of XRP is $35 billion. But why do I believe that XRP can give 15-20x? Because Ripple is actively developing an Asian market, and the only obstacle to operate in Europe and America is the SEC court. And as we can see, the court is more inclined not to recognize XRP as a security. And if XRP wins the court, it will mean that it's going to be able to represent its services worldwide, and this will be a huge boost to the price. And thanks to this news, I plan to get 15-20x profit. I'll buy $500 worth of XRP at current prices, that's 50%. I'll be investing 10% on buying XRP every month during half a year to get a good average purchase price. The altcoin number 5 is Blur. This is a top 1 NFT platform. If we analyze the tokenomics of the project, we will see that half of all tokens are already in the market, and the full capitalization of the project is only $1.750 billion, although the coins are investing until 2027. The capitalization of the project is quite modest, and this is one of the important factors to calculate the potential earnings. Also, during the bull market, Blur token can be used as a ticket to IDO. That is, we can earn on projects that come out on this NFT platform. Also, NFT will hype again during the bull market, and because of this, the price is gonna fly to the moon. If we look at the chart, we can see that the token has grown 6 times from the minimum values, and now the price doesn't seem that reasonable. But I'll not be greedy and buy $400 worth of Blur coin. And during the next 6 months, I'll be buying $100 worth of Blur every month, because I expect a lot of NFTs to be released in the summer. I plan to get an average purchase price of $0.4, $0.2, and from these values get at least 30x gain in a bull market. Write in the comments what you think about these projects and the projects that can be added to the portfolio. Thanks for watching, I hope this video was helpful.